Bye, Bay Area. I'll see you in 2017. It's 79 degrees and sunny in LA. Clearly nothing's changed since I left in early December. This is not my final time coming back to college. I'm gonna go back home after the Rose Bowl and then drive on back, so I have a few more pilgrimages to make. All these little trips back and forth for me kind of just solidify my image of San Francisco versus LA, like the Bay Area versus Southern California, like that whole dynamic. And I have to say, in a way, I was wrong about LA in that video I made in the summertime on this vlog channel, which I'll have linked here to watch. Is basically a rant about why LA is glorified and what aspects people forget when they're just all saying, I want to move to LA. I am not shy about the aspects of LA I don't like. For example, my Instagram caption from what I posted yesterday was not the most flattering for this city. But I think honestly and truly, I would not appreciate my hometown and being in the Bay Area if it were not for moving to LA. Like, a lot of times people are like, you know, why do you even live in LA at all? Why don't you just leave? Like, why'd you go to USC if you don't like LA? It's like, first of all, I didn't know what cities were like until I actually lived there. I don't think I even really knew what the Bay Area was like until I lived in another area, if that makes sense. So I didn't appreciate that in San Francisco, you can first of all walk, you can first of all take buses around the city, and it's not incredibly inconvenient. Every 5 blocks there seems to be an amazing park with lots of green areas. There's water right there. Like, it actually gets cold. It somewhat has seasons. There's a lot more trees. There's redwoods. I don't think I would have understand the actual value of those things if it were not for coming to LA, where it's basically a desert, where you have to drive everywhere, where it's definitely not walkable, where parks are not easily found just in your everyday life living in like the heart of LA. And I'm especially grateful for LA showing me about kind of what direction I want to take my career. Going into tech out of USC isn't necessarily like a well-beaten path. Most people end up going in entertainment because that's the real value of USC. Like, if you're looking at the top universities for going into the film industry, I don't think you could find a better school than USC. Like, being at a prestigious university like Princeton or like Stanford or something, that is not a good choice if you want to end up working in media, if you want to work at like BuzzFeed, if you want to work at, you know, Disney, if you want to work in entertainment media at all, like, this is where you want to be. And so a lot of people say to me, like, well, it's kind of silly that like you came down to LA to study at USC when you're going to tech, like you should have just gone to Cal. But at Cal, I don't think I would have fully recognized that I wanted to be in tech because everyone around me would just be wanting that same thing. But here at USC, where I've just kind of been brainwashed into like entertainment industries, everything, like that's where you want to be, that I could actually reflect and have a healthy amount of skepticism about like, hey, is that something I want to do? So I always just advocate for, you know, maybe the things that you're not exactly perfectly compatible with, show you what is compatible with your personality type. And so that's why I'm so grateful to live in LA, because every single time I come here now, I'm like, wow, I am so excited to move back to San Francisco. That is why I love that I was able to spend my full 3 years here in college in LA, so I could like fully experience what it's like to be in a different city. And LA definitely has its strong points for sure, where the Bay Area is highly lacking. Like, I will not be afraid to be critical about the Bay Area either, but at least for me, I think the Bay Area is more of a match. And of course, that is a bit of confirmation bias because of course I'm from the Bay Area, so I'm kind of expecting it to be a great place because that's sort of like my most comfortable place to live. Now here's day 1 of Rose Bowl prep as a member of the Trojan Marching Band. Back in business. Time to go get my uniform. What a beautiful evening on this campus. I'm on the 4th floor, hanging out, sitting on the ledge here. Wow. That was worse than usual.
Or Christmas.
No.
Hello.
How was your break?
It was really good. I went to Vegas and I lost a lot of holiday money.
I went to Vegas and I won
Gambling
money.
is bad.
Hey Daniel.
Hey, what's up?
How was your break?
It's too short.
Yeah.
Sleep. Got
Yeah.
good food, and I got to spend some time with my dog. So like.
Yeah.
So win-win.
Quintessential. You got a dog.
Fight on.
Fight on.
So here we are, it's Wednesday already. We are currently at the leadership dinner and meeting.
Yeah, we are.
Tomorrow is a big rehearsal day.
Huge.
And then after the rally, to get to go to Paramount Studios. Disneyland is probably the worst. And, you know, we get a chance to perform, which will be, you know, right in front of the train station, which is, you know, pretty exciting. And then you get to march through the park.
We're getting all of our music and such. What are we playing? This shit again.
We're playing Confident.
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato. This is What You Came For by Calvin
Fave.
Harris featuring Rihanna.
And of course,
Into You by Ariana Grande. And Don't Let Me Down by Chainsmokers featuring Daya? How do you pronounce it?
so much to learn in like 3 days. Do you want to pass that drum light? Oh, you're so cute! So there you go. Now you have it, performing at the Rose Bowl. If you want to hear us actually play the music, or if you want to hear me play some of those charts on the trumpet, you're gonna have to wait for the next vlog, so stay tuned for that. Froyo run. Oh my God. Is this gonna be on YouTube? Their chillberry is so good. Here we are. Berry berry. Or what is it? It's chillberry. Mine's vegan cookie dough, Oreo, which is also vegan, and then brownies, which are not vegan, but oh well.
When it ain't making sense, trying to pay your rent.